Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller, and I'm making this video to address some issues that have come to um, my eyes, I guess you would say, on my email, notifying me that Mr. Radke, aka Mark Lee, which I'm not sure why you're using Radke, maybe that's your actual name, who knows, um, addressing the things that you have said to me and my feelings about them, because I want you to hear it from my voice so you don't just misinterpret it by my text or whatever. First of all, people are people to me, okay? There's good ones, there's bad ones, whether they're in a cult or they're just people in general. So I am not basing my feelings or beliefs about 12 tribes on any certain person per se, other than Spriggs and the people infiltrating the abuse or inflicting the abuse on the children, on the adults, on whoever. Nor am I basing my opinion of not wanting to go visit on hearsay. I have seen the video of the child bending over and getting hit with that stick. I have seen children spanked before. I have spanked my own children. Okay, there's a difference between spanking a child and beating them to the point where there is blood and bruising and welts on their bottom, Mark. Come on. And if you're okay with that, then you really do need some help. Seriously. And if you're okay putting your kids through that, then I feel sorry for your children. That's all I can say about that. You're acting like these people are just so wonderful and you've never seen a nirvana or an oasis like this place. And granted, there's good in everything. There was good in the Children of God cult. There is good in cults that I visited. And yes, I have been in cults and visited cults. So it's not like it's totally, you know, something I have no idea about. There's always good. It's called love bombing. It's called painting a picture so people think it's a wonderful thing and rush over there to be part of it. Everybody wants to be part of a community or a group or a family. Hence, Charles Manson's group was called The Family. Pretty sure Children of God at one point was called The Family, or one of those other cults were called The Family. Everyone wants a family and everyone wants to be cared for and loved. And if you found that there, then I get it that you love that feeling and you're embracing them and they all feel like a big happy family to you. But like I said before, either you are closing your eyes to what is going on. Maybe you're not hearing the screams of the children as they're being beaten. Maybe you're seeing happy little faces come out from behind the hallways or the doors that they're taken behind to be beaten, and you think everything is okay because these kids are happy and playful and obedient and useful and helpful and whatever they are. But maybe you're deceived. Or maybe you're saying, oh, well, this happens, but I spank my kids too, so there's nothing wrong with it. And I'd rather spank them than have them become derelicts and in jail and whatever. Maybe you're justifying it. There's no justification for abuse. There is justification for spankings or a tap on the bottom or, a normal spanking. I get that. I'm fine with spanking a child if they run in the street or do something that warrants discipline. I am not okay with what Elder Eldon Spriggs or whatever his name is, Yonek, says to do to children. That the harder you hit them, the better. Come on, Mark. If you're there and if you've been there long enough, and I think you've been there maybe what, 6 months, close to a year, whatever, then you've read the handbook. It's online. You can go and Google the handbook of child rearing or child raising or whatever it's called. You can see it yourself. I've even posted it, I'm pretty sure, somewhere, either on my Facebook or whatever. Are you seriously going to sit here and tell me that God, Yahweh, or whatever you want to call him, is okay taking a 6-month-old and hitting them with a balloon stick for not laying still for their diaper to be changed, or having a kid hold their hands out and hitting them several times on their hands so it burns and stings and hurts and causes welts and bruises and bleeding? Come on, Mark, wake up. Either you don't want to see it, or you're not seeing it, or you don't care. That's the point. So whether or not I want to go visit them is really not the point here, other than to say there's no way I would visit a place that knowingly and willingly and purposefully beats babies or children or adults for not obeying their precepts. That's not religion. That is a cult. That is somebody forcing their beliefs on somebody. And if you don't do it the way we say, there are consequences. It's like a mafia almost. Why would I want to go and visit something just so I could see all the good parts of it, knowing that the bad stuff is going on behind the scenes? Why? And I got another thing to tell you. Even if they were spanking the kids outright in front of me, I would have an issue with that. I actually walked out of a church because I went to a restroom and heard a kid screaming from a normal spanking, okay? I have an issue with people beating up on people, especially little people that can't defend themselves. And I didn't feel at that time in that restroom that that child did anything to deserve being spanked. And this happened to be the pastor's daughter in law doing it. So, yeah, that was the first and last time I ever visited that church for that type of a service. And it was years before I ever went back to see them. Um, it's ridiculous that you think I have to go and visit something to know it's abusive. I've heard enough. I mean, I've heard from the people that lived there, that grew up there. Mark, you weren't born there. These people were born in this cult. They know what goes on. They were indoctrinated in it. They studied it just like you went to school and studied whatever you studied, real estate or whatever. They studied it. They had to. They were forced into it. They were made to stay in it, and it just continued on as they became adults. And then one day they learned, hey, I want to be free. There's something more out there. There's got to be. And they found it. And now you're going to sit here and you're going to attack these people that have been abused already and then try to challenge me to go to purposely go where these people just came out of to get free, to try to prove to me that, oh, this is a wonderful thing. It's wonderful on the outside, Mark, on the outside. There are wonderful things. Singing, dancing, community, that's all wonderful. You can get that in a lot of groups. You don't have to go to a cult where they're beating babies and children and people and tormenting them, dividing families, doing all kinds of illegal activities in the name of religion to find out that something is dangerous and toxic. I don't have a need to go there and visit. I'm sad that you do. But honestly, like I said, there's a reason why you are defending these people, and it really disturbs me. I kind of started seeing it on our first interview with some of your responses to my questions. So, yeah, I'm pretty disturbed about it. I'm praying for you and your family that nothing, harmful comes to you. But honestly, I just think you're seeing surface. I don't think you're really looking behind the lines, and if you are, then you're okay with it, which makes you a very disturbing character to me too. So anyhow, that's all I have to say, but I had to say something because I don't like bantering in text. I would rather let you hear it from me, let you know where I stand, and yeah, that's it. Anybody else want to comment? Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Make sure you click the bell so you get all of my newest uploads and updates and whatever. And let's engage in a discussion, especially people that have been part of this. Talk to Mark and tell him why he's only seeing the flowery parts of it, or maybe address the fact that he is okay with the beatings and the things that are going on in the name of what's better, having somebody beaten or having them be derelicts of society. I don't know. It's a lot to talk about. It's pretty controversial, and it definitely could strike up a decent conversation on this topic. I'm just really upset about the whole thing. Anyhow, that's all for me. Please, everybody, keep your eyes wide open, keep moving forward, and I will see you on the next video. Have a great and blessed day.